Here's your host, Alex Garrett.
All right, well, like Sunday, I have a few different podcasts I'm going to drop in the series here. So where do I start? Well, I'm going to start with my own journey, okay? I've been talking about on the air and radio and in private talks that, I've traded in the hot dogs, the greasy hamburgers, although they're delicious, for the healthier stuff at Yankee Stadium. That is a big win since May 20th onward. See, that hospitalization, some would say you've had it coming to you, you never take care of yourself, this, that, and the other. But I look at it as another blessing. Because this warning sign, that gallstone that pained me on from May 20th to May 22nd, had me writhing in pain, has taught me a lesson. Go for the waters, the vitamin waters. Go for even the iced tea. But no more Pepsi, no more of those sugary drinks, that horrible soda that I used to live off of. When it comes to coffee, my change is now decaf, okay? I went from caffeine every day to decaf with a little oat milk and maybe a shot of espresso. Pretty much better, though. The whole point is to degunkify my gallbladder. And to degunkify and further keep things moving in the stomach area, the intestines, all that fun stuff. You've got to make the right choices. So I don't look at it as I had it coming. I look at it as it was a blessing, because now I instinctually don't reach for the pizza. I instinctually don't reach for the big three, the McDonald's, the Wendy's, the Burger Kings. I cut those out entirely. Because what's it going to do to me? It's going to land me back there in the hospital with that same pain. Who wants that? Who honestly wants that? So I guess it had to happen to have one leg up in this city again. Because if it didn't, who knows how long I would have kept going. I mean, if you hear me now compared to a couple months ago, maybe, possibly, I sound stronger than I did because I've cleaned out myself. Yes, I have the support of my family, my loved ones, Gabby, my mom, my stepdad, my sister Abby, and my friends. But ultimately, it's my choice now. Not that it wasn't before, but I've recognized it's my choice. Do I go for the mushroom barley soup or the fatty burger and French fries? Do I go for the hot dogs or the peanuts and Cracker Jacks? Or do I go for the roasted chicken, which we had, by the way, at Yankee Stadium? It's a choice, and I've never thought of it that way, but now I am more conscious of that choice. I'm even more conscious of how my body's moving because of this episode. So I'm very thankful this happened. Did it hurt like a bitch? Yes, it did. But I'm very thankful it happened. Because if it didn't, who knows how much more gunking and gunk was going to happen. What they're calling is gallbladder sludge. And the other part of this journey I've realized is it's okay to talk about it. It's not oversharing because who knows? You might have many people in your sphere that have dealt with or have family members that have dealt with gallbladder, gallstone issues, or even have it removed from the body. It's a more prevalent thing than we talk about. Because it doesn't really affect us until it, boom, hits us right where it hurts, in that stomach area. I don't want to feel that pain again. I really don't. This is amazing. An estimated 6.3 million men and 14.2 million women who have had gallbladder disease or some kind of gallbladder issue. When I got my high cholesterol, I kind of was on alert in the beginning of May. Tried to follow up on it, didn't work out. All of a sudden, I'm sitting there wondering why I'm not, going to the bathroom. Now, if this is oversharing, I'm sorry, but this is my journey right here. And then when they said you have pancreatitis, you passed a gallstone, that's what we believe, that's what the doctors believe, change everything. The diagnoses changed everything. But how about you? Have you instinctually avoided the fatty foods? Have you instinctually avoided foods that will harm the body? Have you had a moment where you have realized your body is a temple and you must treat it as so? I tell you, I have. This moment was a moment where I had realized I hadn't treated my body as that temple that Christ talks about. But I will. And maybe you will be inspired too as well. Because I don't want another person to have to writhe in pain because of gallstones or kidney stones even. These things can be avoided. I believe that. And I'm working on it. I'm instinctually putting it out there. Just by my daily choices. It is a choice. I thought going to the bathroom with the catheter was my only choice. No. There's a whole bunch of other choices we make in a day that not only changes the trajectory of our day, but of our health. So how are you changing the trajectory of not only your day, but your health in the upswing? How are you making sure your body's stock is going up, not declining to a point of writhing in pain in a hospital bed? Well, for me, that choice is very clear. Having lived it, experienced it, gotten nauseous from it, the nausea now is when I think of passing by a Wendy's, a Burger King, a McDonald's. That gives me nausea. That gives me nausea. As does the $2 pizzas. And I used to love those too. Can't have it. Can't have it. So maybe I did have this coming to me after my ugly diet of caffeinated coffee and soda almost every day and not injecting that vitamin water, not even injecting, things to make the body move. Now I'm on a regimen. And that regimen should give me another 40, 50 years. We pray to God. We pray to God. But if you're listening to this today on the Alex Garrett Podcast Network, not only change the trajectory of your day, change the trajectory of your health. Everything you eat, everything you drink is a choice. I don't give a crap about peer pressure. It's a choice. So what choices are you going to make today? Will you be like me and instinctually avoiding the bad crap from now on? Or will you be like, and the stat was astounding, like the 93% of Americans who have more than one chronic health condition? We got to get people away from that 93% and into that 7% category and up the percentage of those who don't even have one chronic condition or have worked on it and not developed even more. The ratio can be reduced. We just have to instinctually avoid the bad shit. Yes, I said shit. The bad shit. And that's what I'm going to tell you every day or daily. Hey, guess what? I had my mushroom barley soup. I had brisk iced tea instead of a soda. I had whole wheat toast instead of white toast. I mean, there are little changes throughout the day we all can make to just get our body right. So come with me on my journey. Maybe my journey will inspire you to get on a journey of eating well, of drinking your water, your vitamin water, even mineral water. And also on your snacks, we have been enjoying delicious dairy-free ice cream. That's been a trip because it's so good. It's dairy-free though, So they told me, I've looked it up, gallbladder research says cut out the dairy as much as possible. Soy milk and oat milk I seem to tolerate. But that 2%, that whole milk, no siree. No siree, Bob. So instinctual avoidance is how I'm going to label this podcast. And how instinctual avoidance of the bad stuff can bring you more life, more years on this planet Earth that we all should love so much. Thanks be to God. On the Alex Garrett Podcast Network.